When I look at this pitch now, I used to actually dream about if I won the lotto, what would I do with it? And I'd say 2 million would have went to try and make a pitch like this. Thankfully, it didn't have to happen. Well, I didn't win the lotto anyhow. But to see it now is really tremendous.
There's been a hell of a lot of work put into the club, which is great to see. And for this pitch, for us to have this pitch is remarkable. It's miraculous. But to actually have an international standard AstroTurf is just it's brilliant.
When you look at the facilities that are here now, supported by the council, like the future it really augurs well for the club.
Did you ever think it could come to this?
Never, never.
I was playing a match there a couple of months ago. Half time, we all kind of go into the dugout. We have our team meeting, and all I could do was look around. And at half time, we could see kids playing together on the pitch at half time. I go, that's just incredible. You would have never got that a few years ago. But just with the excellent work that everyone's put in over the last few years, the club's just flourishing and it's going to go from strength to strength.
With the new facility that we have now in Donabate, it opens up great opportunities for us. We can see the numbers growing year on year. We have a strong men's side, we have an absolutely booming women's side to the club, and I think that in the youth that's there is our future.
We're looking at a fabulous growth in the hockey in general in Portrane. We're looking at a fantastic increase in ladies hockey. We're looking at maybe having a third team already, and that is after only 3 seasons of ladies hockey. That is phenomenal. I think it's such an exciting growth.
I still think we have a little bit of a struggle to get boys involved. I don't think it's seen necessarily as the coolest sport to play for boys, but I think the more that they see it being played at a high level in the local area and the guys walking by can see how physical and demanding a game it is, I think hopefully that'll encourage more of the young lads to come out and get involved in hockey.
A lot of the new families now who've moved into Donabate and Portrane have made it their home now, have immersed themselves in the club, and that's very, very exciting. That was something I was looking to try and do for years. It was very difficult when we didn't have a home here and we were over at the airport and the hospital was being downgraded, and that it was very hard to keep the club going. In fact, I'd say we were probably just surviving there for a couple of decades, but now we're absolutely bursting back to life.
Since we've come back here and we left Alsa a number of years ago, we've seen huge numbers now. We have 330 members, and it's just great. You come down to the pitch on a Saturday and there's matches ongoing all day long and great atmosphere, and then we go back to Keelings with the senior crew, and so it's becoming a great club now, you know. I'm not saying that it wasn't always a great club, but
my favourite memory, I think that's an easy one, is winning the Hockey Cup final this year. It was just incredible, and we just have an incredible team, and we worked so hard to get there. We nearly did it the last 2 years but didn't quite get there. So we worked incredibly hard this year. All the girls were so committed, and it was just fantastic to actually pull it off this year. So it really made it a very special year, especially in the centenary year.
I think the most memorable character would be Ed Van Drummel, because he's been training us. He's been training me since I started, but he's been training some of the other girls since they could just about walk, and has been, again, encouraging them non-stop. Even if they can't hit the ball, he doesn't care. He's like, it's okay, you're fine.
I think we'd have to say my mum, our mums, because she just works so hard for the club.
Like, she's in the dugout on matches most days, and like every time I get the ball, she starts running up and down the sideline, like cheering and everything.
She's very excited.
Yeah.
I'd have to say Adrian for asking me 10 years ago and getting me involved.
Well, the earliest memory of being part of the ladies team is being approached by Anita in the car park. She had heard from someone that I played hockey and asked me what I think of joining the club when they start up a ladies team, so that kind of springs to mind.
Probably Ed. Ed was our first coach, and he's been my coach ever since, so yeah, he's carried the team. It's been great.
Hugely important. They're like, everybody loves them from Portrane Imran, you know. They coach in the schools with the little ones, so when you come join the club, you've already been coached in the school by Portrane Imran. So just they love them. They bring great passion to our coaching sessions.
Oh, my dad, shouting on the sidelines, cheering us on.
Get your hand down the stick!
The future is bright. I've been coaching, I think, since we started the academy again, probably 12 years, no, 13 years, whatever it is since then. For me, it's not just about the hockey, it's the bunch of girls, at the moment it's predominantly girls that I would coach, but the girls, look, including my daughter's teams, just the friendship between them all, it's great.
The amount of kids we have in the club and all the coaches and everyone, like the camp during the week, it was teenagers coaching, which is like great to see.
It's brilliant. We're fortunate here. We're in new water-based pitch in the middle of the schools, Donabate Community College and the Educate Together, and our 2 primary schools just down the road. So no, very, very, very excited about the future of the club there, and indeed the people we have in it, are the committee and the players, and that are all fantastic.
I think Portrane Hockey Club is only going to get bigger. I think if we could all stand on the pitch, we probably wouldn't all fit. So hopefully in 10, 20 years time, some of the ladies will be arriving with their own kids to training on a Monday and a Wednesday, and dropping them off and seeing them all in the purple gear as well.
I think just to grow bigger as a club, and for us all to like develop our skills and get our name on the map as Portrane Hockey Club, as like a known club for good players.
Over the last few years, the teams have just grown so much, so it can only grow bigger, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens.
When I get older, I'll probably still want to play hockey, so I hope there will be a ladies team for me, like at that age when I'm older, and hopefully more people will join and it'll expand.
Looking at the future, I think, you know, the girls are doing so well now. I'm obviously, boys are doing similarly well, but I'm involved in the girls section, and we've been promoted every year. So hopefully, you know, at a performance level, we're gonna do a hell of a lot more. And let's keep the bases, let's keep the fun, and let's build on that club. Hopefully, we probably need another pitch at some stage.
One of the greatest attributes we have has been Anita Patterson. Anita is our secretary treasurer, and she's absolutely one of the best volunteers I've seen in the community for a long number of years. And that's what the club needed. It's okay to get good players in and play at senior level, but it's important to have everything else right in order. And when you have people like her, and great credit is due to Adrian and Peter Conway and Peter Byrne, to name a few, who got this all up and running through most difficult years negotiating with the powers that be. And I think it's once them people are still around, the club is in good hands. And it was great to see this year the success of the girls and the youngsters, and the amount of volunteers we have. Matthew McCann and the wife, my own daughter Claire, Ed Van Drummond, you probably interviewed a few of them. The future's great. I can see the future has been good. It's in good hands.